Hey, what's up, masters? Good to see you again. Welcome back to the channel. So this video, I want to talk about home care licensing in different states. Obviously, across the US, every state has different requirements, different regulations. So I just want to talk about some of the general things that you can come to assume when you're looking for your home care license in these states. So number one is going to be research the licensing requirements in your state. So like I said, every state has different licensing requirements, and you're going to want to go over to your state's health department website and just sort of search around there, find the specific requirements for, obtaining a home care license in your state. And number two is going to be determining the type of home care license you actually need. So some states, they actually require, a home care license for non-medical businesses, and others require a license for medical home care businesses only. So you want to be sure to check that out. And you're going to want to determine the type of license you need based on the services you plan to provide. So do you plan to go non-medical? Do you plan to go medical? Ourselves, we're a non-medical home care agency, and that's because we didn't want to deal with all the regulations, dealing with Medicare, audits, things like that. We still have a little bit of that to deal with, but the regulatory compliance for non-medical is extremely low in comparison to the medical side of things. And number three is going to be actually completing the application process. So once you have all the information, you're going to want to go ahead and get your application ready for submittal. I should mention, policies and procedures are required at this stage. So policies and procedures for each state are different. So it's not easy to go online and grab policies and procedures. It takes an exorbitant amount of time to do this yourself. And by the time you're finished, you're probably going to quit. So I highly recommend. It costs a little over $2,000 to get policies and procedures for your each individual state. But with that come lifetime updates, and they're guaranteed for your home care license. So if your home care license gets denied because of any policy, they're liable for that. So whatever company you choose to use, we have them available on Masters of Home Care as well. Whatever company you choose to use, they should provide those lifetime updates. Definitely find one that does. And then also just the liability requirements. If you do them all yourself, there's a high potential that you miss something as far as compliance requirements. When you purchase them, they've already gone through that process. They've already been reviewed by legal teams, everything. So you're saving yourself a ton of time and money. I know $2,000, $2,500 sounds like a lot. In this case, it is absolutely not. And you have to look at the value you're getting for the cost. So is it worth trying to fight with policies and procedures for, 8, 10, 12 months and then never starting your home care agency? Or do you want to start the application process, start putting some money aside, get ready to purchase your policies and procedures, and you're off to the races? That's going to be probably your number one most expensive thing to start out. And so once you complete the application process, it typically involves, you're going to submit an application form. You're going to pay a fee. It's different in every state. California is one of the highest. I think it's like $5,000 some dollars, but some have no fee. In PA here, it's only a $100 fee. So definitely check in your state on that. And you're going to provide those supporting documents such as proof of insurance, business plan, criminal background check. We teach you how to do all of that in the course, so don't worry about that. And so jumping on to the fourth point is actually going to be meeting the state's training requirements. And so with that, some states actually require home care businesses to complete specific training courses before they'll issue them a license. So make sure that you know the training requirements in your state before starting out. And number five is going to be preparing for an inspection. So the Department of Health or, somebody who's going to be doing an audit, they're going to come in, do an inspection after you've submitted your application. And just be prepared for that. It doesn't happen in all scenarios. I did not have it done in Pennsylvania, but you could in your state. So make sure your business is in compliance with all regulations and standards, before they come in and do that inspection. And so in conclusion, getting a home care license, it can sound extremely intimidating. It can sound like a very complex process. But I can tell you, this is nothing crazy. I mean, you get the tax ID numbers in our course. It shows you exactly how to get the tax ID numbers. So when you fill out an application, you already have all of the information. So it's easy to fill out that application. You already know that you need those policies and procedures, state specific. So that shouldn't come as a surprise for you. But ultimately, it's, it can be an intimidating process, but I'm just here to let you know that this can easily be done on your own. You don't need to go pay somebody $10,000 to get you a home care license. This can be done on your own with the right instruction, the right training. So that's all I have for today. Hit subscribe below if you like the content, and we'll see you next time.